Hello, Samantha Pointer here with Samantha Pointer Enterprises. Welcome to another Tech Chat. Tech Chats are recordings of my weekly Facebook Live over at www.facebook.com/organizingguru. Let's listen in. Hey everyone, Samantha Pointer here, the automation strategist at Samantha Pointer Enterprises. Welcome to another episode of Tech Chat. Thanks for joining me. Today we're going to continue on with what we've been talking about all month long is procrastination, how to push past it. And I've been reading like excerpts from my book, Pushing Past Procrastination. So today I'm going to be sharing with you 3 simple steps to push past procrastination from my book, Pushing Past Procrastination. There are more tips in here and more tactics I use and hacks in here, but I really just wanted to pull a few that I think would help you today. So we're going to jump on into it. So like I said, I have suffered from procrastination probably my whole life. If you're the type who, really does a lot of stuff and your mind is always going, you might find that you suffer from procrastination because you always have a new project you're wanting to jump on and get to and da 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 da. So I had to put some things in place so it wouldn't really just take down my business and take down my life, which it was starting to affect those things. And I talked in a couple of tech chats ago about how procrastination affected different areas of my life and different areas of my business. But I employed some of these hacks to really push past it and to get things going. So the first thing I did, I want to talk about is asking for help. That is one way to push past procrastination, is to ask for help. If you're doing everything yourself, it's going to come to a point where you become really overwhelmed and where you're going to become burnt out very quickly. So asking for help is one way that you can push past procrastination, because you might be procrastinating on something because either you don't understand the task fully, you don't want to do the task, or it's something you're not even supposed to be doing. It's not in your wheelhouse. So you keep pushing it off, pushing it to the back burner. Or it could have been you said a yes to something when you should have said a no. So now you're procrastinating getting it done because you didn't want to do it in the first place, but for whatever reason you said yes and did it. So these are all reasons why procrastination creeps up on you. And if you don't ask for help, you're never going to get past it. So what I mean by asking for help is, if it's a task or something you've been dealing with in your business, maybe how to automate a certain sequence or how something is supposed to connect up, you really don't understand that, and you have been just really putting it off getting things done, putting it off getting this, hey Valerie, putting this off getting this task done, then maybe you need to reach out to an expert on that thing. Maybe you need to reach out to, Google or YouTube to see how to do that. But if you've done all that and you're still struggling with it, if you've been struggling with this for past a week, then you need to get help. Maybe that's something you need to outsource. Maybe that's something that needs to go to a VA. Maybe that's something, that you shouldn't be doing. Maybe you can reach out to another business colleague and ask for help on that. But the key point is to ask for help. Don't just keep trying to do it yourself. Struggle with it yourself, because just because you're asking for help doesn't mean that's a sign of weakness. That's actually a sign of strength, that you put down your ego to admit, hey, I need help on this. And once that help comes, you'll see that thing gets off your plate and you're perking right along. So ask for help. That's step number one in, or one of the steps, one of the many steps I took, but that's one of the steps you can take to push past procrastination. Then there's keep what needs to be accomplished in plain sight. Now, one way I do that is I write down my goals, right? I write down my to-dos, and really it's, I'm gonna probably get ahead of myself, but I write what I need to do on my schedule. So my schedule is always in front of me. Let me see. So this is my schedule for the week. I do it, every week. And that's in front of me at all times. So I know what I'm supposed to be doing and what task I've chosen to do on this day. So I'm not going to be just sitting here twiddling my thumbs or procrastinating, or procrastinating on things I should be doing. So that's one way to keep what needs to be accomplished in plain sight, is by looking at your goals, to-do list, having that right in front of you. If that's your planner or your calendar, having that right in front of you so you always are on track. Another way to keep what needs to be accomplished in front of you is through vision boards. I have my vision board direct line sight in front of my desk, so I know what my ultimate things I want to accomplish are, and I'm aligning what I'm doing every day to make those things appear. So that is another way that you can that is another way that you can keep what you're wanting to accomplish in plain sight. Have that. If it's a big vision board, put it on your wall. If it's a small one, have it somewhere on your desk, but keep what you're wanting to get accomplished daily in front of your sight, so you're just not just flying by the seat of your pants. So that's number two. And then that leads me, because I talked about it, was my schedule. Keep yourself a schedule. That's the third way. That really kicked me out of the, yes, that really kicked me out of procrastinating, is because I had a schedule. And again, this is my schedule for the week. And my accountability partner, she was like, I need to see your schedule. We exchange schedules every week to make sure that what we said we wanted to get accomplished is going to get done. And she holds my feet to the fire, and I hold her feet to the fire to make sure she's doing what's on that schedule. So on that schedule is what I want to do for this week. What clients am I serving this week? What personal stuff am I doing this week with my family? What am I doing on the weekends? Everything is down. My appointments, everything is on this weekly schedule. So I know what I'm supposed to be doing. So there's not a day that I get up and come to my office or come sit at my desk and I'm like, oh, okay, what am I supposed to be doing? And then you're procrastinating the rest of the day, or what task am I supposed to be working on? That's just not happening when you have a schedule. And this isn't nothing fancy. I am a planner addict, I'll tell you that now. So I have tons of planners, but this is really simple to me because it's right here on my desk and I can see it, and I can tweak it as, things pop up. Like if I have another discovery call or something like that that I need to plug in, I can go in and plug that in. What really helped me is, most procrastinators, we're bad about time. We have bad judgment about time and how long we think things are going to take us. So I used to put a ton of stuff on my schedule, and my accountability partner looked at it and was like, you got about 20 hours scheduled in this day. Like, when are you going to sleep? So, but in my mind, I misjudged the time. And if you're a big procrastinator, that's what can happen, because you pack too much into your schedule. You pack too much into a day, and that's not what you want to do. So I had to be realistic about what I can get done in a day, keeping up better with my time. So I do like these Power 90s where I go 90 minutes at a time. So I keep a timer on my desk. This is a time timer. that you can get from timetimer.com. But it helps me. It's really good if if you have ADHD or have trouble with visualizing time, because you can now you can visualize how much time that is. So that's why I use this. I really like it. I also, it's not on my desk, but I have another some cube timers that I use too. Or if you have an Alexa, you can tell it to run a timer for you. So those are the ways that I keep up with my time and being really realistic and knowing how much time am I spending on task, how long is it going to take me, and then that helps me when I'm planning out my schedule to know what I can get done in a day. And then having that other person to put eyes on it, who is an objective party, who can look at it and be like, okay, yeah, that's doable. So those are the things that have helped me. So number one was to ask for help. Don't try to be the superwoman or the superman by yourself in your business. Always ask for help. Don't spend too much time on a task that you're either not good at, shouldn't be doing, or has just been languishing on your to-do list for months now, or even weeks. If you keep moving a task from day to day to day, that's your cue to really pay attention. Hey, do I need to outsource this, or does this even need to be something I'm doing anyway? And then keep what needs to be accomplished in plain sight. That's the second tip I have for pushing past procrastination. Whether that's your vision board, or whether that's your to-do list, or your schedule, or your planner, have what you need to be working on daily to get to your goals sitting in front of you, so you are always working towards that and you're not engaged in things that would push you away from that, because it's easy to procrastinate and get caught up on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or somewhere else, or watching something on TV when you have these goals, or you're trying to make this certain amount this week, or you're trying to meet this sales goal this week, but you're procrastinating on these other things. If you're looking at it all the time, you're going to keep focused on that and you're going to do what you need to do. And then the third thing is keep yourself a schedule. I can't stress that enough, how big having a schedule has really helped me with procrastination and to push past it. By having a schedule, I'm able to know at all times what I need to be working on, where I'm supposed to be, and how long things are going to take. Now, on your schedule, you can get as detailed as you want. You can list your personal and your business, or you can just list your business stuff, or you can keep two, but I like to keep everything together because my business and my life overlap. So I have everything on one. Another, if you don't want to keep it on paper or keep it printed, you could use a tool like Noseby, which I use for my task manager, because in Noseby you can actually set times of how long you think this particular task is going to take you, and by doing that you're going to be able to group better what you can do in a day. So those are my 3 ways that you can push past procrastination. I'm going to take a look. And again, this is from my book, Pushing Past Procrastination. You can get it on Amazon. You can go to bit.ly/do-it-now-not-later and pick you up a copy. In here, I talk about how I struggled with procrastination, ways that I overcame it. There's also affirmations in here that you can do. There's journaling that you can do in here. So it's not a big tome, but you definitely, it's something that'll help you push past procrastination if you've been suffering from it. So you can pick this up on Amazon. It is Pushing Past Procrastination. That's bit.ly/do-it-now-not-later. Okay. Star says she keeps her vision board in her site too. Yeah, it really keeps you on track by having it right there. I have several. I have my big my bigger one is in my office, and then I have two smaller ones that are more personal in nature that are in my bedroom on my mirror. So I'm a big, huge fan of vision boards, and I really think by keeping your focus on the main goal of what you're trying to do, that's going to help you not procrastinate, because you're like, man, I really want to make this happen. And this is what I got to be doing to make it happen. It might be tough. It might be time consuming, but I know if I get it done, this is what the end game is. So definitely check out vision boards and what that's all about. And you can also, if you don't want a big board or put it on a board, you can always put it in a binder or a book. I think, no, it's do it now, not later, Valerie. Yeah, she has a binder that she keeps of her vision board. It's like in a binder. And I've seen planners, like the law of attraction planners, where you can, in the front, more planners now are coming with a vision page in the front that you can put what you're wanting, to manifest. So definitely check that out. So if there are no more questions about what we talked about, I am going to head out. I am here every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Probably next month, I might be I might be going on earlier in the day. I've been checking out office space, and I have found a space that I like. So with that being the case, when school starts back in, I'm gonna be going in more into the office, into the out of my home office. So definitely I will let you know if there's a time change. But for right now, I'm here every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time for Tech Chat. And I think we're gonna be wrapping up the month with productivity. I'm gonna be talking about productivity next week. And again, I'll periodically pop on and do lives during the week. Make sure you are following me and subscribe so you'll know when I'm going live. If you need any help with automation, or you know you need automation in your business, and that's one of the things you've been procrastinating on, is getting that help, this is your gentle nudge to reach out for help from me. So you can always send me a message in Messenger or connect with me on my website, organizingguru.com, and I will be happy to talk to you further about how I can help you get that off your plate so you're not struggling anymore in your business. Okay, so that is all that I have for tonight. I will be on at 7 p.m. tonight, so probably in another 35, 40 minutes with Valerie Priester, and we're going to be talking about automation for her upcoming Entrepreneur Success Summit. So make sure you are joining me. I'll share it to this page, and so just make sure you tune in case you have any automation questions. I'll be on there answering that too. So I want to thank you all who joined me live. If you're a replay viewer, please hashtag replay. And if you have any questions yourself, make sure that you drop them in the comments so I can answer them for you, whether it's on the topic we talked about today, which is procrastination, or if it's about automation. Just drop it into the comments. I read all my comments, and I will be happy to answer them. So, okay, just want to type that in. So I will see you next week, but probably sooner than that, for another Tech Chat. See you then. Bye.
When it comes to technology, let's just say you're not what most would call savvy. But at samstechacademy.com, you can learn tech on your terms. Sam's Tech Academy can help coaches, consultants, and entrepreneurs just like you set up systems and processes that utilize technology. Sam can also teach you how to use various software and apps efficiently and effectively to run your business. To learn more and to find out how Sam can help your business run smoother, visit samstechacademy.com.